The fifth-generation sedan base of the BMW 5 Series is called E60, Universal Base E61 Touring. It was produced from 2003 to 2010 and is often known as the E60. The E60 generation includes a range of new electronic features, including the iDrive infotainment system, windshield display, active speed control, active steering, adjustable headlights, night vision system, lane warning and voice control. The E60 was the first 5 Series with a turbocharged petrol engine, 6-speed automatic transmission and regenerative braking. The M5, the most powerful version of the series, was introduced in 2005 and was powered by the S85 V10 engine. The E60 was the first and only M5 to be sold with a V10 engine. Most of the series used a 7-speed SMG3 transmission. This transmission allowed to change gears in 65 to 250 milliseconds. In 2003, the 6-speed SMG2 transmission was introduced in some markets as an option on the 525i, 530i, 545i, and 550i models. In other variants, 6-speed manual and 6-speed simple automatic transmissions were offered to buyers. The E60 upgrade program began in 1997 and ended in 2002. The chief designer was Boyk Boyer. The E60 sedan went on sale in Europe on July 5, 2003, and in North America in October 2003. In late 2004, the touring model was introduced. The body of the E60 is made of aluminum for the front of the car, the passenger compartment, and steel for the rear. The idle weight for the sedan was 1,545 to 1,725 kilograms. For the Universal 1675 to 1830 kilogram. The weight distribution ratio was 50 to 50 in the sedan body. The iDrive infotainment system is available as standard on all E60 models. As standard, there is a 6.5-inch LCD screen, Bluetooth-enabled phone call system, voice control and car settings. Optional features included an 8-inch LCD screen, satellite navigation and DVD video support. An emergency call system for the E60, BMW Assist, was also available. This system informed the driver when he came to the service, informed him about the BMW service center he wanted to choose, and helped by contacting the service. Other features on the E60 included an active speed control, bi-xenon headlights, run flat wheels, active curve balancing bars, head-up display, and an active steering wheel. Security systems include dynamic balancing control, DSC, adjustable headlights and a night vision system, keyless entry, LED taillights, and a detour warning system were also added. The E60 became the first 5 Series in 22 years after the production of the 5th Series, in which the center console did not bend towards the driver. However, in the next F10 series, the center console was again tilted towards the driver. The E5 M5 was introduced in 2005 and began production in sedan and universal body styles. The E60 M5 went on sale with a BMW S85 V10 engine that produces 500 horsepower at 7,750 revolutions per minute and 520 Nm of torque at 6,100 revolutions per minute and has a redline of 8,250 revolutions per minute. The acceleration range from 0 to 100 is only 4.7 seconds. Most of the E60 M5s were sold with an SMG3 robotic transmission with an automated manual transmission. But there were also 6-speed manual transmissions available in the United States. The total production of the E60 M5 consisted of 19,523 sedans and 1,025 universal bodies. In February 2005, as a special version, the Alpina B5 and Alpina B5S were produced in sedan and universal styles. The engine used in these versions was a 4.4L V8 N62 engine from the 545i. They used a centrifugal turbo system to power this engine. This turbo was connected to the engine crankshaft by a strap. Thus, the nominal power output for the Alpina B5 was set at 493 horsepower, and for the B5S at 523 horsepower. Both models are equipped with a 6-speed hydraulic automatic transmission codes E60 HP26, used in normal E60 models. Factory armored security models were presented at the 2005 Frankfurt Motor Show. They were produced to protect businessmen and high-ranking government officials. Thanks to ballistic steel, aramid, polyethylene and 21mm polycarbonate laminated glass, it has received VR4 level certification in VPAM's anti-bullet vehicle list. Armored parts include all passenger compartments, battery terminals and engine control parts. The armor is resistant to shots from a .44 caliber Magnum weapon. Security models are made of mechanical parts of the 530i, 550i with elevated suspension and braking systems. Although the production of these models began at BMW's Dingolfing plant, the final installation was carried out at a special center in Toluca, Mexico, where the car's armor was made. This model is based on the 550i and 530i. The 550i security reached 100 km per hour in just 6.5 seconds. Both the 550i and 530i were electronically limited to a maximum speed of 240 km per hour in a normal car. Door locks and handles, cable holes in column B, and connections from glass to metal are often weak points. The BMW 5 Series E60 security has reinforced these areas so that bullets cannot pass through them. Even if the safety tires have exploded or the air is completely exhausted, the car allows it to travel 50 km at a speed of 80 km per hour, even when fully loaded. At the buyer's request, an integrated alarm and flashing LED lighting system could be added to the radiator grille. The weight of the additional armor was 250 kilograms, and they were made of a material that was largely durable, but still light in weight. Corrosion-resistant chrome-nickel steel was used at critical points such as footings and edges. According to the order, explosive armor could be added to the lower body. From the outside, the armored E60 was no different from ordinary E60s because customers wanted to maintain their anonymity. The chassis of the car is perfectly adapted to the extra weight. For this purpose, along with springs and shock absorbers, a high-performance braking system was installed. The electronic box in the engine compartment is protected by aramid panels to work even in extreme conditions. The car had a standard intercom and panic alarm system, so it was possible to talk to the people around the car without opening the doors and windows. The BMW night vision system provided a higher level of security in this model. The system was equipped with a thermal camera that could display people, animals and objects standing on the side of the road 300 meters ahead on a central control screen. This helped the driver to anticipate dangers that he would not normally see. Thanks to its design features and safety systems, this car is one of the safest in the world. Among the models of the E60 series with a long wheelbase, produced only in China, were 520 Li, 525 Li and 530 Li. The length of the wheelbase was increased from 2,890 mm to 3,030 mm. Increasing this 4 cm length dominated the knee distance of the passengers sitting in the back. Although the Euro NCAP received a good result from the crash test in the frontal collision, the 2003 to 2007 E60 received only 3 stars given the high probability of breaking the ribs of the passengers in the side collision and the inevitability of internal organ collapse. With this in mind, BMW has made changes to its models since May 2007 to ensure side impact safety. After that, the retested E60 series was able to get 5 stars. The legendary S85 engine used in the E60 M5 was atmospheric, meaning it did not receive support from any turbo feeder. This engine was both Beam's first and only V10 engine. and the first V10 engine to be installed in a series-produced sedan. This engine is not related to the normally produced BMW engine, but was inspired by Formula One racing cars. Since the S85 was Beam's first V10 engine, a new series had to be given in engine coding. Codes 60 were used for V8 engines and codes 70 were used for V12 engines. Although the V12 in the 80 codes was less cylindrical than the engine, the V10 was settled in the 80 series. The 5.0 V10 S85 engine had 4 valves per cylinder and the engine was a twin Vanos. The engine block and cylinder head are made of aluminum. This engine is one of the highest among atmospherically produced engines and produces 100 horsepower per liter. The weight of the engine is 240 kg. The engine has been awarded many times. In 2005, it was named the Best Performance Engine of the Year, and in 2006, 2007, and 2008. It was again named the Best Performance Engine of the Year among engines above 4.0L. This engine was used in the E60, E61 M5, E63, E64 M6 and Weissman GTM F5 models. Due to the low weight of the Weissman model, this powerful 5.0 V10 engine could reach 100 speeds in 3.9 seconds. In the E60 series, the company switched to a different headlight design after the E39. However, in the F10 series, they returned to the previous design. Production of the BMW 5 F10 series began in January 2010 as a successor to the E60 series. M5 engine 5.0 V10 500 HP 520 Nm 0 to 100 equals 4.7 seconds 0 to 300 equals 37.5 seconds maximum speed 337 km/h 10.2 L on the highway 22.7 L in the city. Transmission rear 7-speed robot SMG transmission, length 4,855 mm, width 1,846 mm, height 1,469 mm. Wheelbase 2,888 mm, wheel size 255/40ths R19 and 285/35ths R19, weight 1,855 kg, luggage volume 520 L, fuel capacity 70 L, 550 I, engine 4.8 V8 367 HP, 490 Nm, 0 to 100 equals 5.3 seconds maximum speed 250 km/h 12.3 L on the highway 18.8 L in the city. Rear of the transmission 6-speed SMG transmission, length 4,854 mm, width 1,846 mm, height 1,468 mm. Wheelbase 2,888 mm, wheel size 225/50ths R17, weight 1,800 kg, luggage volume 520 L, fuel capacity 70 L, 535 I, engine 2,979 twin-turbo, L6 300 HP, 400 Nm, 0 to 100 equals 5.7 seconds, maximum speed 250 km/h 10.9 L on the highway 16.3 L in the city. Rear of the transmission 6-speed transmission, length 4,854 mm, width 1,846 mm, height 1,468 mm. Wheelbase 2,888 mm, wheel size 225/50ths R17, weight 1,679 kg, luggage volume 520 L, fuel capacity 70 L, 530 I, engine 3.0 per liter 6, 270 seconds HP, 320 Nm, 0 to 100 equals 6.3 seconds, maximum speed 250 km/h 5.8 L on the highway 10.9 L in the city. Rear of the transmission 6-speed transmission, length 4,854 mm, width 1,846 mm, height 1,468 mm. Wheelbase 2,888 mm, wheel size 225/50ths R17, weight 1,605 kg, luggage volume 520 L, fuel capacity 70 L, 528i, engine 2,996 cc per liter, 6 230 HP, 271 Newton meters, 0 to 100 equals 7.1 seconds, maximum speed 245 km h. 7.5 L on the highway, 14 L in the city. Rear of the transmission, 6-speed transmission, length 4,854 mm, width 1,846 mm, height 1,468 mm. Wheelbase 2,888 mm, wheel size 225/50ths R17, weight 1,619 kg, luggage volume 520 L, fuel capacity 70 L, 525 she, engine 3.0 per liters, 6 218 HP, 270 Newton meters, 0 to 100 equals 8.2 seconds, maximum speed 234 km h. 6.3 L on the highway, 11.2 L in the city. All-wheel drive, 6-speed transmission, length 4,854 mm, width 1,846 mm, height 1,468 mm. Wheelbase 2,888 mm, wheel size 225/50ths R17, weight 1,720 kg, luggage volume 520 L, fuel capacity 70 L.